I used to, I don't know, a couple years back, when I was in the rave scene, I looked at what it was as a whole, and everything from like uh, the music and the dancing and the social aspect of it. The people was like always awesome. It's something I wanted to like sort of relive. But when I was there, I looked at all these kids that were getting all like messed up on substances and saw a lot of substance abuse, and it was like kind of scary stuff because they were reckless, very, very reckless. And I looked at them and I was like, man, that's so me back in like 2000, 2001. And I made a lot of mistakes back then in my life. And I was like, how do I change this? Because this is obviously a problem. It's not something that's gone away, and it won't go away unless people start stepping in. And that's when I looked at the whole situation. I was like, I gotta be Big Bro Tommy to a lot of these people. People have to like talk and deal with issues and problems and move forward in life and get past this, where it's like this big thing staring at everybody in the face and nobody wants to talk about it unless, they're at their worst or they've made mistakes and they're paying for their problems now. And it's stupid. But it was mostly just I just looked at the whole situation and I was like, this is just, it's a freedom to like go out and dance and party and have a good time, but it's also a problem when there's an absolute lack of guidance and support in people's lives, and it matched my own, and I was like, geez, this is insane. So I had to step in. Now recently I've got a guy who's come to me. He's a younger guy, and he shows me a nice wrist, and it's got some cuts on it, and we talk for like, I don't know, 45 minutes, and he's like, I just, I don't know why I'm even talking to you about this. He's like, I just feel like I could talk to you, like, I don't know. And that's really the goal that I've tried to do is be that person that people can come and talk to and like get past feelings and emotions and just deal with situations as they arise. Because like, as crappy as life is, no one should ever go it alone. And it's when you have that break or that moment to look at a situation, and then you got someone to your right or to your left to like discuss matters with, it makes a huge difference in life. And there's not enough people in this world right now. There's like way less people than there should be to like support the younger generation. Everyone's always like, oh yeah, well, blame their parents and all that other stuff. Dude, I didn't go to my parents for shit back then, and I'm not going to. And that was the situation at that age. Like I refused to. It just wasn't. My parents weren't the answer to the problems. It was that I should have somebody I can go to and talk to that's not my parents because they don't understand, or whatever reason it is. Parents aren't necessarily ones that people can turn to, but if you're like someone in someone's life, or at least you're even like just that little glimmer in the background where you think you're like kind of becoming something in their life, you should really stick to it and like, not even necessarily there for like parents to like rat them out and shit, but like you be that cool person that people can turn to and talk to about real situations, real life problems that they won't turn to anybody else for, and actually help them out and make things better for not just them but for you as well. Because the moment they start talking to you about situations and problems, and like the moment they become somebody to you that really, really matters to them, it really makes a difference in your own life. And that's really, really big. Like, I can't express what it sort of feels like when you have people that are hitting you up left and right for that. It's sort of a burden in a way, because like you have to like be there for them. But it's absolutely one of the best things you could possibly have happened to you, is when you've got people that look you in the eye that are not your kids, that suddenly become like your kids. It's like, yo, I got this big problem, I don't know what to do. And if you can give them some really good advice, or at least talk them down for like, from, the next time they self-harm, or like, think about suicide or some shit like that. Like, I've dealt with it time and time and time and time again. Like, it comes at me all the time. It's unreal the amount of times I've dealt with it in my life. that's normal for me, which is freaking crazy. Like, it should not be a normal situation for people to be dealing with this, but it's there, it's prevalent in all of society, and there's so many issues that need to be resolved. It's not even just like, how does the government help us better tomorrow? It's literally, how the heck does this community work? How do we continue to make it work tomorrow and not have a lot of pain that is there? There's so much that needs to be dealt with that people just ignore and pretend like it's not there, and they just like put on that smiley happy face. This life is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Where there's so much support that's necessary for tomorrow to be okay. Everybody has to take part in this thing. So if you have any little itty bitty like part in anybody's life that you think this person might be going this way or that way, step in, or not even step in, just sort of make yourself part of their life if you can, or just like wave every once in a while, or like when you see them walking down the street, walk down the other side, because like there will be a time when that person's walking down the street and you're walking down the other side and they're having a really bad time. And if you're there just for that little fraction of a moment in time, just to say, are you good? Is everything okay? Just like that, you're linked to them, and that's going to make a huge difference in their life. And this is coming from experience. This is not like I'm making shit up. A lot more help is necessary in this world. And if you're there for people, brothers and sisters, big bros, big sisters, family, best friends, acquaintances walking down the street, you're going to make a difference in someone's life. I promise you.